Imagine you are a student embarking on a learning journey in BSM's primary school. What are you hoping to experience by the end of Year 6? We are certainly a busy school and provide some fantastic experiences for our students. It's easy for us teachers to get caught up in all the activities, only coming up for air at the end of the school year. From time to time, it's important for us to stop and reflect on the big picture. What exactly do we want our students to leave the primary school with? Ask the parents, and we'll get a range of different responses. But there are two things that I think all parents would want their child to leave the primary school with, and they are happiness and learning success. To ensure that we achieve both of these, BSM has two important frameworks. Firstly, the Wellbeing Framework, which teaches children to manage their own happiness, confidence, and self-esteem. Secondly, we have the Learning Power Framework, which teaches children positive learning habits, improving their thinking and learning skills. Whilst both frameworks have different objectives, there is some overlap between the two. A student will not learn best unless they're happy, and learning success will influence happiness, confidence, and self-esteem. The importance of students being able to manage their own well-being and having strong learning power skills was further reinforced during this extended period of online learning. The students that were able to thrive in the online environment were those that were able to regulate their own happiness and drive their own learning. So what are the learning power skills that we develop here at BSM? It's true that our students will develop learning skills simply by being at school, just like footballers will learn to play football just by playing games. But as Anders Ericsson explains, deliberate practice is the route to real progress. Whilst most teachers end lessons by reflecting on whether the subject objectives have been understood, how many reflect on how their students have become better learners? We will certainly raise student achievement by improving our pedagogy, but we mustn't forget to also focus on improving the learning power of our students. And if you're still not fully convinced, then hopefully the words of these educational gurus will help. So how do we go about improving the learning power skills of our students? To get good at any skill, there needs to be a combination of knowledge and purposeful practice. Let's take a sport like golf. It would be impossible to get good at it simply by going to a course and playing without any knowledge of what you are supposed to be doing. Likewise, spending your time reading books about golf would also not make you an expert. What you need to do is learn what you should be doing and then put that knowledge into practice. With enough time and with enough guidance, you'll start having success. Combining knowledge with purposeful practice is how we go about improving the learning power skills of our students. Each of the learning power skills is a series of tips that identify what can be done to get better at that particular skill. By practicing these tips, students will improve, with the tip eventually becoming a habit. To familiarize new students, new staff, and new parents to BSM's Learning Power approach, an iBook has been written. This iBook can be read on an iPad or on a Mac. For resources on how you can teach your class Learning Power skills, please visit the BSM Learning Power website. There are tabs for independent skills, collaborative skills, communicative skills, thinking skills, inquiry skills, and reflective skills. When you open those tabs, there is a full range of resources for you to use. Finally, when you're teaching, think about the Learning Power values. Teach students how to think, not what to think. When students stay in their comfort zone, they're not learning anything new. Mistakes are a sign of challenge. Your students should be making them, then learning from them. And finally, evaluate the journey, not just the outcome.